Yeah, I get it. I have been there for many years, working constantly, day and night, until I burned out. But you know what? Bless that burnout. I am so grateful that I did burn out because it taught me an extremely valuable lesson. We have been told a lie about what it takes to be successful and abundant. My name is Mario, and I'm here to share with you a better way, a way for you to create success without killing yourself in the process. Let's dive in. First of all, let me address some of the hustle myths you have been brainwashed with, especially in the agency world. When you take a look on YouTube or on X, you see a lot of the hustle bros congratulating themselves on how they're working 7 days a week, are fully locked in monk mode, and are just proud of how they're burning out on a consistent basis. What's missing in that is an actual real life with real people where you engage in relationships, spend some time outside in nature, enjoy the fruits of your labor without that being a sign of weakness. I was there myself when I lived in New York 7 days a week. I was running and growing my e-commerce startup. I barely had any social contact, woke up at 5, I went to the gym, went straight to work, was back at home around 9 p.m. and then just restarted that until I burned out and crashed with a massive panic attack. I woke up and realized I'm not living the dream of entrepreneurship. I'm a slave to my business, pretending that I'm all happy about that, but on the inside, I was miserable. The whole hustle paradigm comes with a false promise. It tells you that if you work relentlessly and grind it out, you're going to get to the promised land. Financial freedom and as living this lavish, abundant lifestyle where you have a Lamborghini in your garage, a trophy wife at home, business acolytes all over the world. People love you. But the truth is, you're always stressed out. You're in this chaotic reactive mode and you're not making progress you have been promised. Why? Because you're not working from an effective, intelligent place. You're just throwing all of your energy and hours at one thing, hoping that it's going to work out. And there's a true dark cost to that. It's your freedom. How free are you when every day your life is stressed out, chaotic, anxious, and overwhelmed? I know plenty of agency owners that exited their agencies, now have millions in the bank account, and are really miserable. They lived the promised hustle life, but they never got the kind of freedom that they thought money would give them. So what's the other way? The other way is an abundant lifestyle. An abundant lifestyle is only possible when we switch to an abundance mindset. As an agency owner, you got to stop glorifying money above all else. Now, you run a business, money is very important, but for most agency owners, money has become their god. And it's all that matters. But what about their creative outflow, the relationships with their client? What about the fact that you have time freedom? You can actually decide how you invest your time. When it comes to an abundant mindset, you have to understand that abundance is not something that you create, is not something that you achieve. Abundance is already there. It's a reality we tap into. It's like a channel on your TV that you switch into. That means you have to get away from the whole hustle drive. The hustle drive is all about, this is where I want to be. I'm over here. I'm not good enough. The life I have sucks. I suck because I created that kind of life. So I need to deny my human needs so that I can get to this place. And at this place, I will finally be happy, finally be free. What that does, it creates this idea of scarcity. What I want, I don't have within myself. I can't access the things that I think money will give me. Freedom, peace, joy, happiness, guess what? They're all internal experiences. They will never happen with a scarcity mentality. You can be the richest man or woman on earth. It doesn't matter. You'll never get access to that. So an abundance mindset, a way of abundant living, requires you to tap into gratitude. You need to go to appreciation of what you already have. Because when you appreciate something, you magnify it. An abundant mindset means you are driven by love, by joy. You're driven by service rather than by pain, fear, and punishing yourself. There are 3 beliefs that I want to help you shift right now. Number one is this belief of I'm not good enough. I don't deserve it. This is a direct result of you don't own the value you bring to the world. You need to start focusing on truly honing in on who you are and how much value you contribute to the world. That means stop underpricing your shit. Sell it for what it's worth. Now look at your track record. If you have proven results for your customers, if they are consistently getting what you promised them, then there's space for you to raise your prices. If you haven't done that yet, you shouldn't be talking about raising your price, but still owning a price that is fair and that is just. Because your value as a human being is inherent. The value you bring to people from your service and product is coming through a creative process. That requires you to take a look at it and appreciate the value. You can feel like I am coming from something I already have versus I don't have it, so I need to beg for it like a slave to my own business. Number two, the idea that you have competition. When people ask me, Mario, who are your competitors? I don't know. I don't have competitors. In the world of abundance, there is more than enough for everyone. You could never run out of opportunities or clients. It doesn't matter what your competitors are doing. Look at them as collaborators or co-creators that all create a marketplace with you. You may say, oh, but if you have one ice cream store and if it's the only ice cream store in town, then that ice cream store will get more clients. Versus if you have 3 or 4 other ice cream stores on the same street, it will create ice cream street, and the whole town is going to come to that one street because it wants to taste from all these different ice creams, which means all of the business owners will benefit. And it's the same mentality. Look at other agency owners as sources of inspiration, as people that you could co-create new products with or events with or experiences with. This removes this idea of stress and fear of missing out on something, because in an abundant collaborative environment, there's more than enough for everyone to go around. Number three, get this whole BS that you have to work harder in order to get the results you're looking for. You have to work smarter. This is actually a sign of human intelligence. Working smarter means you identify what are the top leverage tasks for me to focus on. I talk to so many agency owners on a daily basis. Every time I have a conversation about their time allocation and their schedule, I ask them how many hours of your day are wasted with you just doing some busy work, not knowing what to do, and just killing time. Always I hear, oh, it's 4 hours, it's 5 hours, it's 6 hours. Big chunk of their day goes out wasted. Working smart means being intentional about how you invest your time and energy. Once you have that abundant mindset, you also need an abundant systems and processes for you to escape the hustle trap. When you schedule your activities, when you schedule in the high leverage task in your business, you want to do it in alignment with your energy levels. When you focus on high leverage activities, it is likely that some of those are outside of your comfort zone, simply because you haven't done it enough times, or you may have some doubt around that. Doesn't matter what it is. You want to schedule what's hard for you earlier in the day. If you are an early morning person like myself, then I do the stuff that is harder when I have more energy. Makes sense. Number two, you need an actual client acquisition system. Pick one channel, whether it's outreach, ads, events, referrals, whatever your thing is, pick that one thing and master it, then do it religiously without end. Do it consistently. Even if your pipeline is full, it doesn't matter. Still keep doing it, because you're going to create space for months to come so that you never get into the feast or famine cycle again. The last two things, SOPs. Start documenting how you do what you do. What is the way for you to generate the kind of results you're currently creating that you will be offloading to another person at a later point in time? SOPs go hand in hand with hiring. You want to get clear of what are the positions that you need to fill in. You do that based upon what's not a high leverage task for you to focus on. That should be delegated as quick as possible. And a tip that I can give you is, once you hit revenue level X, you bring in person Y. Once you hit another revenue level, you bring in another person. You tie the hiring process to your revenue levels so that you don't get to the place where you're like, now I have a big team and now I got to pay for everyone, when you tap back into scarcity hustle mode. I hope that you're starting to see how you've been brainwashed to hustle your heart out and to focus on busy work that doesn't move the needle forward. What I shared with you today is one piece of the puzzle. It's an important piece, and it might be that you're struggling with people pleaser tendencies. If you do so, I recommend you check out this video where I tell you how I used to be a broke people pleaser, and after doing this one switch, my life changed around, and you can do the same thing. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.